boys? So this is the trade I took today or yesterday. Um yeah. So basically yesterday's trade ended up, I don't know. I basically failed my challenge. I'm not even sure how. Supposedly I like broke the daily loss rule, even though I only lost $200 on the trade, 2%, and the max was 4%. So I don't really know how that works. But yeah, I basically, I don't know. I didn't lose it because of like I didn't lose it because I like lost the limit. So I just rolled and I just bought another challenge here. I'm up 1% already, even though this trade should have been 2%. But yeah, I'll go over it really quickly. So pretty much it looks like I'm gonna get stopped at a break even. Pretty much overall structure for me was still bullish just because we were kind of coming into this little 4 hour range, 4 hour for value gap, and also this big daily for value gap. Then we kind of hit the middle of boom, boom. So that was basically bullish for me, and we were also making higher lows on the 15-minute. So market open, we had this like little low. If you count this low, here we'll just mark it out. This low to this low, just a little higher low, which is pretty bullish, especially short term. Then we had this little sorry, we had this little 15-minute fair value gap that I was expecting price to come into, but I think we entered a little bit before that because of there was this hourly fair value gap here that was really bullish for me. Yeah, so we basically had this hourly fair value gap, and I basically entered on the 1 minute chart. I just here I might have to delete this just really quickly. Yeah, it looks so bad. Yeah, so we had this like push into here, into this fair value gap. Then we had like this little 1 minute fair value gap created right here. And I basically was looking for a wick down, and I basically entered just right here at this candle. And then I had my stops just under the 15-minute quote unquote liquidity. Not really a liquidity zone, but like just this area down here. Like literally I had it right there. That's because there was like 15-minute fair value gaps through here. I'm sorry. Yeah, my first TP was just this little liquidity zone. It wasn't a 1-to-1, but I did take profits at like 80, like right here. No, it was like right here. I'm lying. Right here. And we took profits there, and then I basically just left a little run. I left 2 runners, and I took some profits somewhere in between here. I took it at night. I don't remember. So it'll probably be like somewhere around this, maybe like this little area here. Not exactly sure. Yeah, we're gonna get stopped out. And then my final CP was up here. I had liquidity. Even though I honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have placed it a little bit lower. Just because if you look a little bit lower time frame, yeah, there's like this little, I'm gonna say it, so a support zone right here. Just like look at this right here. When you mark it out, that just looks insane. But I should have placed it like right there or up here. That would have been a valid place to put my TP3, which would have led to a 2-to-1 ratio. Not terrible, but yeah. And then the trade that we took yesterday, it did end up playing out, but we got stopped out just because I had my stops at 24. Wherever 24 here, let me take this. 24 even. Like somewhere right there. Yeah, we basically got stopped out. I should have noticed this little liquidity zone on lower time frame and just had my stops a little bit lower, and we would have had a W trade. But yeah, it happens. Keep on trading, keep on being the best trader you can be, and peace out. Yo, so this is the trade I took today or yesterday. There's really no news. There's just consumer confidence, but I'm pretty sure I took this trade after that news. I don't really remember. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it was home sales, right? Because today's Thursday. Yeah. I took this trade Wednesday, and yeah, played out perfectly. Still going really hard, but I placed a solid TP, like a hard TP right here. So I just closed all my position right here, just because I think this is a valid area. I didn't really want to leave runners. But yeah, so basically, I don't really know where I entered because this was like a long time ago. But basically, for me, overall structure was bullish for the short term, just because we had this big push down, like extreme move right here, and really no relief. Like we had this, but this was like little relief right here. Like I was really expecting price to come up here, maybe into this little inverse fair value gap, to be like a solid relief in the market. Just because when prices nuke you like this, like you can literally see here, like this nuke right here, price needs time to relief. Boom, boom, boom. And you can catch a solid move off of these like relief bounce, quote unquote bounces. So basically, I saw that and I did see that there was a lot of liquidity at this level. We had this liquidity that just got straight ran through, and then we had this liquidity right here that price closed above, which was super bullish, also called a SFP, a swing failure pattern. So I'll just mark that, a swing failure pattern. And we also had a 4-hour fair value gap that we were still wicking out of right here. Boom. And then we also had like this little order block. You kind of count just from liquidity. But I'll delete that one because that one wasn't too important. And then we had that fair value gap. I was just basically looking for like a 1 minute entry. And then we had like a 1 minute fair value gap created after news. I think news was bullish. Oh no. I actually entered off of a push down. So we had this news came out at 15, so we had this big candle which was bullish, and then I basically entered right here. Like when this candle was coming down, I was like, oh no, I'm entering. So I got like filled like right there, and even if I didn't enter there, we still would have got probably filled right here, maybe right here. I probably would have ended up taking this. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, I basically entered there, and then my stop was just below that little order block, that 4-hour order block. And I was really expecting price to come into the daily open. Like I could have even just placed it there because that was like really my only TP. This daily equal TP was just marking out the high of the candle and the low of the candle. And then just right there, that's day equal. I think that's a solid level. There's really no fair value gaps. There's like fair value gaps for 1 hour, but nothing really too crazy. But yeah, I mean that was basically the trade. Stops below there. Oh yeah, and I did want to talk about something that I've kind of been back testing, and it's the RSI level. Here, let me just adjust the settings. So I put upper band at 80, and then this one at 35. And I've been noticing that when the RSI on 4-hour breaks below the 35 level, so this is 35 level down here, when it breaks, it fully creates a low. So as you can see, low created here, and we had expansion and move up right here, broke below this level, low created, expansion and move up. See if I can find another one. And it doesn't work all the time, of course. You could even count like this level that kind of tapped into it. Just like, as you can see right here, like it literally hit 35. Let me see. It's 34.83. So it did actually go below it. But look, right here, low created, expansion and move up. And it only works for low, it doesn't really work for highs. And then, and of course, this is like a couple of candles behind. So if you see this expansion move down, you're like, okay, low maybe might be created here. And then again, right here, I don't think this one worked. Where is it? Right here. Boom, right here. This whole little area right here. Low created. Kind of at this level. Expansion move up. This one lasted a little bit, but still. And then again, even right here. Kind of at this like whole level right here. So you count like this candle through here. An expansion move, even though this one did get swept, we could have had like stops like down here. And yeah, I've just been kind of like messing around with this. And then right here, RSI, below 35, expansion and move up. See how like this forms the low, at least for a short amount of time before we come into this little fair value gap. You could even count this little like breaker zone. And then price falls back down. So it's definitely something to keep in mind when trading. It might not work all the time, but we can kind of like see it and just be like, oh, like this is a low. So just keep that in mind when trading. But yeah, that was basically all I wanted to talk about. And peace out. Yo, boys. I kind of want to talk about something just before I go through this trade recap, and it's just how do I say this? It's just like trusting your instinct, I guess. Like that's the best way to put it. If I look back at like, I'm pretty sure I've recorded a video for almost every trade recap that I've done. My bias in the overall direction, like TPs, where I've placed my TPs, have been spot on. Like I think I've only missed like one trade in the past like 3 weeks. Like that has been like completely like out of my direction. And that's something to keep in mind. And I'm still, even though like I'm noticing this, like I'm still having, I'm still struggling to have faith in myself, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I'm struggling to just like, I don't know, I'm like struggling to like, I don't know, like I said, just have full faith in myself and like just have faith in my setup. Like I'm like hesitating and I'm just like, I don't know if I should take this. I don't know if I should take this. It looks iffy. And that's just like, if you think the setup is good, just take it. And I don't know. It does suck a little bit. We ended up losing this trade, even though it does look like it's going in our direction. But I'll just go over this trade recap really quickly. And yeah, that's just one thing to keep in mind. Just have faith in your setup. Have faith in yourself. You're a good trader. You're a good trader, and that's really just it. Like you'll miss here and there, but I know I'm a good trader. I just need to have a little bit more faith in myself. But yeah, overall structure for me was bullish, but I really did like this liquidity zone, and also paired with the daily fair value gap. So we have this liquidity that got swept, and then we also had this daily fair value gap up here, and this 4-hour fair value gap that I got wicked out of, and this daily fair value gap got wicked out of multiple times now. You can only count it as an inverse fair value gap here, which I didn't even see. Boom, inverse fair value gap there. And I was basically just looking for a 1 minute break of structure or 1 minute entry, and we basically had like this little push up, swept, my bad, this liquidity, and I basically just entered. Honestly, what should have been the prime entry would have been here. For right here, I'll mark it out just because it does look a little iffy. Swept liquidity. Boom, filled in right there. Entry could have been boom here, then stopped like somewhere up here, and that restore would have been immaculate. That would have been like a 2 to 9, which is insane. Here, let me delete this. A 2 to 9, which is actually insane. But yeah, that would have been the best entry there. I didn't enter there, but that was definitely for sure the best entry right there. But anyway, I entered basically move up, and then I entered boom right here. Just push up and then wick out, and then came back down, broke this Ferrari gap. I entered right here, and then yeah, we would have been break even now. And then I had my stop just kind of up here, and then I did enter a little bit more at this dump right here. Boom, entered a little bit there, so my break even point was like right here. And then stops up there. My first TP was just that daily open, which would have been a 1 to 4. After the oof right there. And yeah, I mean, I basically just closed it once it broke this 5-minute Ferrari gap, which is the stupidest thing ever. So I basically closed it here, even though I have my stops up here. Like, come on, bro. But yeah, I should just trust myself. I don't trust myself enough, and it's beating me up. It really is, because it's like you're having these good trades, and then you're just like, or you're having these good ideas, and then you're just like, the trading in the zone talks about self-sabotage. You're just like self-sabotaging yourself for no reason. And it's like, you're having these good setups. Trust the setup, trust the trade, trust yourself. And it's something I'm not doing, and I need to keep that in mind. We didn't take this trade. Again, why? Because I didn't have faith in myself. I didn't have faith in the trade setup, and it looks like it's playing out. I could have taken TP at just 1 to 1 and then left a runner. Basically, this trade was taken off of a little push down into the daily opening range of yesterday, previous day opening range. And then we had this, where was it? Oh yeah, right here. We had this little previous day open right here, and then push up in this little, push down into this little Ferrari gap. Could have entered there. And then had stops just like kind of like at this 15-minute liquidity zone-ish, targeting high. Didn't take it, so I'm a pussy. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that sucked. That would have been 2 trades, would have been dubs. Yeah, just have more faith in yourself, bro. Please have more faith in yourself. You're like so close. Like, I've said this multiple times. Like, you're like so close. There's just like little tweaks you need to figure out, but you're getting there. And just keep on pushing. And hopefully we can pass this challenge. Get us our first funding account. Start making a little bit of money. Would be super exciting. But yeah, peace out.